Welcome back from the rest hold, everybody. We're going to start getting into TLC predictions. And as I mentioned before, since we're doing this Tuesday afternoon, SmackDown hasn't been taped yet, so we don't know if any extra matches have been confirmed or not. We don't have anything set for a pre-show, but just because we're assuming that there's going to be at least maybe one more match that gets thrown onto the card, because there's only 6 at the time right now, and it's usually between 7 and 8 per card. There's going to be probably one more, and we got a bunch of people that are still left not scheduled for the card. So they could go on the pre-show, they could be added elsewhere and whatever. This part right here that we're just going to talk about, anything extra that hasn't been already added, and I'm going to throw 4 different suggestions out there, and if anybody has any other suggestions too, we'll talk about them as well, but possibility of different matches that we can get either on the pre-show or added as like a buffer. Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, we've never seen that before.
Yeah, we have seen it on Survivor Series, but they're still continuing this feud because they had that little segment with them on Monday Night Raw. So it's not ending before this pay-per-view unless they do some kind of big blow-off on SmackDown. But that's a possibility. Ryback versus Rusev is a possibility. They've done that, twice now, I think, already. But it's kind of weird to think that Rusev and King Barrett wouldn't be on the card in some fashion. And Ryback wouldn't either. So, possibility. We have Neville and The Miz feuding with each other. Although they're not really, wrestling. They're just sort of talking about, image issues. A little bit odd. And then we have whatever the hell's going on with Stardust, Titus O'Neil, Goldust, The Ascension, Darren Young. It seems like it's more so Titus O'Neil and Stardust. But I'm thinking right now, between these 4 matches, Neville and The Miz, probably not happening. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen this time.
Peyton or Sean?
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying any attention. I was texting a girl. What were you saying?
Jesus.
Better be hot. Neville and Miz, do you think it's happening at TLC?
Miz and Neville. I was even unaware that was a thing. No, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen in the next pay-per-view.
You've been just texting this girl for a month?
No.
It's a long sentence.
I've been texting her for a day.
Peyton, do you think we're gonna...
I think we'll more likely see a match with Neville against some random person, maybe on the pre-show, and Miz will come down and interfere.
See, I'm thinking,
I see that.
I'm thinking we might get just a backstage segment, and I think the same thing might apply to Stardust and Titus O'Neil.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I think that they like these backstage things that they've been doing, and we're going to see Stardust do another, the Stars, blah, 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 and Titus O'Neil just kind of goes yo, what the hell is this shit? Oh, we're at TLC, and you got stars, and this is lame, and we're going to continue it until fucking March.
Crazy-ass white people.
It'd be great if he did that, wouldn't it? It'd be so much better. Just be like, Stardust, what the fuck you doing, boy?
Slaps him in the back of the head.
Yeah. Get your ass in the ring.
Yo, if your daddy saw you acting like this, he'd have a fit.
I do think, though, that there's a possibility we get Breeze and Ziggler.
Yay.
I think there's a very big possibility we see that one.
Now, Ryback and Rusev, I don't know about that one.
I think that's likely as well.
I think it's very likely.
Well, see, I'm really curious about what they do with the League of Nations thing, because Del Rio has a match. Sheamus obviously has a match. Barrett doesn't even have, a feud.
He wasn't even on Raw this week.
No, he was in that 4-man.
But he didn't have, his own thing.
No, they kind of pushed him off to the side, which was weird. So, maybe Rusev and Barrett are just going to kind of accompany Sheamus to the ring, or maybe they're going to interfere. I think that might happen. Maybe we'll get Rusev and Ryback in a match, Del Rio and Swagger in the match, and everybody will try to maybe forget about Barrett, and he'll be the reason why Roman Reigns loses. We'll get into that a little bit later. But I'm kind of thinking it might have been a better idea if Rusev and Barrett would have been in that tag title match. Have a fatal 4-way.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever. I mean, none of this matters right now. Like, they have no idea what they're doing, and we're not going to see any actual cards put into place for anything important until January.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, this is just a placeholder. They're treading water until Royal Rumble.
Anybody besides Sheamus or Roman Reigns doesn't matter.
I'm going to go so far as to say it's not even until January that we're going to see something. It's going to be until 2 or 3 weeks before Royal Rumble. I don't think they're going to have anything set until like January 15th.
I think WWE have fucked up a year. I think they could have done without this whole pay-per-view, in my personal opinion. I just focused on the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, this is going to be like as B-level can get for a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
This will literally be a step above Monday Night Raw, which, if it's going to be anything like the Raws we've had lately...
There's one thing I'm excited about for this pay-per-view, and we'll get into that in part 9, the 8-man elimination tables match. There's something about that I'm interested in. You know, if you stay tuned, you'll hear my opinion about that and stuff. But are there any extra matches that we're not going to talk about a little bit later on that you guys think might be added to the card? Maybe like another Divas match, or maybe like, I don't even know who the hell else put in the wrestling.
Baron Corbin versus John Cena.
Clock is ticking for him to be the one to watch, man.
Yeah, that was a pretty failed choosing right there, Sean.
He's gonna make his appearance in this pay-per-view. I guarantee it.
Sure.
The Divas match.
Baron Corbin just comes out and beats the shit out of Charlotte and Paige.
He's gonna take out Ric Flair.
He does seem to be a little bit of a diva when it comes to breaking ground. So that's our speculation for the pre-show and any other possible things like that. We're going to start getting to the matches that actually have been announced in parts 5 through 10. So stay tuned, everybody. The next match we're going to talk about, Divas Championship, Charlotte versus Paige.